Gui Ying swung herself onto her horse, and Wei Han climbed up behind her. I joined Ansel on his horse, while I thought wherever we are going, riding would be better than walking. How wrong I was! Master Horseman Ansel told Gui Ying, "It is fine morning for a ride." She spurred her stallion and it raced down the hillside. "I agree, General," told Ansel after her. He dug his heels into the side of his horse and the massive beast leaped down the sloping ground in hot pursuit. I'd never been on a galloping horse before. I clung to Ansel, my arms wrapped around his skinny belly. As his powerful horse churned up the ground, it was like being shaken to death. The pounding hoofs sent earthquake shock through my body. My ribs rattled, my teeth clashed together, my brain bounced around in my skull. I was glad I skipped breakfast. I opened one eye. I saw we were galloping along a dry riverbed towards the river of the Liao army, not fighting but flanking. What was Gui Ying up to? And then I understood. Ansel had reined in his horse and on a small rise beside Gui Ying and Wei Han. From there we had a clear view of the action. Suddenly 2 groups of Song horsemen were plundering the rear of the Liao army. Only a handful of Liao warriors opposed them. We easily outnumbered them and the fight ended before it had even begun. From the moment on, all Ansel and I could do was watch in amazement. The great Liao was losing all his supplies, and without supplies his army would be trapped, weaponless and starving. Deep in the heart of China, I saw wagon loads of bows and arrows going up in flames while Song horsemen captured all the food. They galloped away with wagons piled high with rice and meat, taking them to secret hiding places where the Liao would never find them. The peasants of China would eat well tonight, I thought. The Song had rounded up all the Liao horses too, speeding them away over the hills. Soon nothing remained except piles of smoldering weapons and tents. A pillar of black smoke hung in the sky, marking the end of the Liao. Within half an hour Gui Ying's mission was over, and not one Song soldier had died. Zhong Bao rode up to Gui Ying, his eyes bright with triumph, his face seized in a victorious grin. "You have broken the heavenly gate," he saluted her. "Now it is time to find the great Liao himself and speed him on his way." Gui Ying smiled. "I don't think he'll give us any trouble, do you?" The Liao warriors had seen the black smoke rising behind them. As we galloped back along the flanks to their army, we could see their retreat had already begun. They knew they were tasting defeat for the first time. Gui Ying shouted orders, and parties of Song horsemen fired flights of arrows into their ranks, confusing the Liao even more. Victory was alive in our hearts as Gui Ying rode in search of the great Liao and his generals. It was time to lay down the terms of his surrender. But how was she to know that the great Liao had one final surprise in store for us? How was she to know that she hadn't yet saved China?